Okay, I have started the stream back up again. You'll probably have to reload it.
Did you seriously tell your parents to call you back later because you're streaming?
No, my mom just had to check on something for me for tomorrow night. I have to go and see them tomorrow night. I have a viewing to go to.
A what?
A viewing, like, before a funeral?
Oh, a wake.
Wait.
No, not a wake. That's not what we call them here.
What is a wake?
Fair enough. I always thought that you called that a wake, but who knows?
What's a viewing?
As in, when a person has died, they're in the casket and everybody comes to the funeral home to see them. It happens like usually the night before the funeral.
Oh.
So who died?
My great uncle. He died last.
Oh.
When was it? It was last Thursday.
Oh, that was a bit ago.
No, it was just
Wait,
2 days ago.
Well, yeah. Because it's a bit
I came to Courage Tower first.
Well, as long as he was old and it was in his sleep, I guess it's all right.
He was probably not aware of what was going on. He's been battling Alzheimer's.
Oh.
And cancer is what actually got him. He only weighed like 80 pounds by the time he actually did die. And that's at the high end.
Yeesh.
Well, at least he went. I don't know how to deal with this.
Yeah, it's alright.
I tried to say that he went peacefully, but I don't know if he did. So
I don't know the details either, so...
Well, usually when you're like that, especially if you're dying of cancer and shit, they're probably going to pump you full of morphine anyway, so you don't feel a thing.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm going the right way. So I'm climbing Courage Tower now, and we found a guard robe for Rune. So that's nice.
That looks hella weird for a tower, but
Ow.
I guess it's better than Cancer Tower.
So here's twin arms.
Oh. Well then.
Yeah.
Do we have to
And
do
Rune's
everything-
dead.
Do we have to do everything before the final dungeon with only 4 party members?
Yes.
Ah. Lovely.
So
I know I have a moon due.
who
Where's
would be
my...
the fifth party member for the final dungeon? If that's not a spoiler, or if there is a fifth party member.
We have a choice to make. There are 5 possible 5th party members. Or we can just go with 4 and say YOLO.
I vote for the YOLO option, actually.
I figured you would. It's pretty interesting to do that.
And
Does it affect the ending at all?
Nope, there are not multiple endings.
And it's still not going to be as hard as that one other boss, is it?
No, it's not going to be as hard as the Lashik boss way back at the Air Castle. That was unfair. Yes, the one you fell asleep for. You really have to watch that video, see?
It was because I was threatening you.
No, it had nothing to do with you threatening me. Because it didn't make a difference whether you were threatening me or not, I wasn't going to do it anyways.
Hey. It's because you would have had to play the online games.
No, it's not like I was going to play them anyways, because for one thing, I don't have them, and I'm not going to acquire them in any way. No, don't say it. Don't say it, especially when we're on stream.
Okay, sorry. You just have to acquire them to alternate means.
Well, I'm not going to. Ow! I just got... Wow, that hurt.
The hell?
Yeah!
corrosion, mind blast, Tango. Die.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much die.
Die, monster! You don't belong in this world.
More.
You know, screw it. I'm going to use FS on these three.
Damn it. God damn it, Konami, why did you have to kill Castlevania? Ugh.
Konami's made of this.
Yeah, they're almost as bad as Capcom at this point.
And Medanenko.
Yeah, and Bamco. Yeah.
Is there it? Atlas is starting to get bad too.
Why? Why
Okay,
to hate on Atlas?
I said starting. I'm reserving judgment until they truly go Google back.
Hang on. Did
Why
I
do you
just
think they're
screw this up?
starting to?
We'll see. Anyways. Well, besides Nuki franchises.
You shut your whore mouth, see? Dancing All Night is gonna be
I
the
really
best
work on my
Persona
forever.
game.
Hey, it's PS2 controls again.
Oh, there you are.
Well, I actually want to play that, so
See, what have you been doing? Why have you muted yourself?
I was typing in your chat the entire time.
I noticed you were. Clogging up my chat the whole time.
I should ban him.
Nathan talk.
Holy shit, Rune!
Hey, imagine an RPG in which everybody is a little.
I am shaking my head so hard at you right now, Hisame.
Ah, damn it! I have to go back.
Why? Come on, you can do that bad.
Oh, good.
The
Surprise
sad
attack.
part is, you say that, and I'm pretty sure Idea Factory has either done it before or is planning on doing it this very moment.
Oh, hey, Twin Arms. Twin
Yes!
Arms is so cool.
Because Idea Factory are horrible big bags.
You're
come
only
on.
just now noticing the twin arms?
Twin Arms are so cool.
I want to use Disrupt. What am I doing?
Oh,
Wait, hang on. Why the hell did I use Illusion? That doesn't make any sense. I wasn't trying to use Illusion. I was trying to use Disrupt. Oh, finally! I got the Legion skill for Rune.
What does that do?
It's basically energy damage. It's really strong.
Oh,
I mean, but it is energy damage. It's not, like, FS is really good against things that are evil, but unfortunately for us, the next two bosses actually aren't evil.
they aren't.
No,
Why are we fighting them?
because
What are we fighting for?
we're fighting them because they're
What a
guarding
hero.
something. They're guarding something that we need.
And can't we ask them?
No, it's a test.
Oh, okay. So that's why they're not evil.
Max, you said we were looking to get to the final boss tonight, right?
Yes.
yep.
Only the thing is this is going to take a while because while the bosses aren't hard, the areas themselves are kind of, you know, dickish because
I'm
I
looking
wind
at
up
pictures of the final boss itself, and this is pretty interesting.
that final boss has 3 forms.
I know. It's very interesting.
Yeah, especially the 3rd form.
It sure is.
Especially considering they cut out 2 enemies from I think from the American release because of, you know, how they looked, and I'll let you know they look kind of similar to the 3rd form of the final boss.
Wait, really?
Yes, except
Oh,
they-
Gotta
yeah.
love that good old censorship.
but the thing is when I played the oh shit, no, I'm getting out of here. I'm not fighting those guys.
Of course it has to be these assholes.
Green versions of those assholes. Anyways, guard armor for Ren, his best armor, period. And Chaz has 143, Rika has 129. She gets the guard mail. Probably a good idea for the healer. We were talking about them. We were talking about censorship.
Yeah.
What were you saying about the...
Well, when I did my LP of this game, I did an LP of the prototype that was found back in 2007.
Huh.
And the prototype is actually a rough translation, I guess you could say, of the game. It so all the names are different, and some of the even some of the tech names are different for that matter. And 2 enemies that get cut out in later versions of the game, in the final version, I should say, are still there.
And they look like the first boss.
They kind of look like the third part of the final boss.
And they were cut because...
You see it, Hisame.
Yeah, you'll see why.
You see it.
Was
Probably,
it...
probably a bunch of naked dudes or ladies attached to some monstrosity.
That's part for the course, of course.
Well, C already spoiled himself, so...
I know what it looks like, mostly because I got bored.
I wanna see...
Oh, hang on, that's right. I'm going to actually... I've cleaned this place out of the stuff I can find. Let me go back and heal, because Rika has no technique points left. And actually, now that I think about it, I need to go back and get items, because I'm completely out of good items. Like healing items, that sort of thing. And I know a place where I can get Stardews. It should be open now.
So you literally just travel to another planet just to bring healing items.
Yes, I need to go to Mies. And here in Mies, there is a shop that used to be closed, and now it's open. And here I can buy Moondew, Stardew, and Saldew. Saldew... Saldew will heal anybody, except for Ren, even from death, to full. Stardew will heal everybody for a certain amount, and Moondew is a revive, but with very little HP.
So which one are you getting?
I'm actually going to pick up mostly Stardews. I can't carry anymore. My inventory is full. Hang on a second. I don't need the Napalm Shot anymore. I don't need the Thunderclaw anymore. I probably don't need that Escapipe, so I'll kill it. Oh wait, there's a Stardew. When did I get that one? Elastic Gear, Elastic Armor, Plasma Launcher, Lacko Circlet, Lacko Dagger. I'm actually going to hold on to that Reflect Shield for later, just in case. Get rid of the Cyber Suit. Get rid of the Lacko Sword. No one can use the Guard Shield that we would want it to have it, so I'm going to get rid of it. Lacko Armor. Reflect Mail. And Reflect Robe. Okay, now I have plenty of space. I'm only using up 3 full pages, and I've only using up a couple of spaces on the 4th.
I keep forgetting items don't stack in this.
Yeah, items don't stack in this. Okay, that's enough Stardew. I'm going to fill up the rest of my inventory with Trimates. Because healing just one person sometimes is the better option. This place doesn't have Trimates. My disappointment is real. I have to go to Jut. Because apparently Trimate is a Dezalis item. A Dezalian item. Yeah. Even though they do sell them in backwards nowhere town on Motavia. Middle of nowhere, no reason to go there except for a Hunter's Guild mission that we don't even get any money for. Oh no, you can't carry anymore. Good. Back to Tyler. No, I don't want to go in Tyler. I want to go over here. Spaceport. Back to Rykros.
Max,
Hmm?
what's your favorite faction on Alpha Centauri?
Favorite faction of Alpha Centauri?
Including the extra ones.
I don't know the extra ones. I never actually had Alien Crossfire.
Oh.
I should say I did have Alien Crossfire for a short time. It might not have been 100% legal. I'm not sure.
Oh.
Come back to me later. Actually, don't come back to me later about that because I couldn't find out anyways. When I had that was so long ago, I don't even remember anymore. So, yeah.
Well,
Didn't Alpha Centauri have like a space nun at some point?
The
Yeah.
Believers faction did exist in the original game. It was it was full of people who were pretty backwards because they couldn't even access, they couldn't get any research for like 10 turns or 10 years. I don't know how it worked.
They sucked basically, and they kept declaring war against me, those fuckers.
10 solar revolutions.
Well, yeah, that sounds like a thing they would do.
They kept declaring war against me because I'm a druid. I'm a space druid.
Okay, so when we go to this next floor, we'll get a hint on how we're supposed to beat the boss.
Okay.
See, we come here and these are evil enemies trying to beat them with physical attacks. And this guy blasts them. So we approach, talk to him, and get into a fight. So, we learn that, let's see. What am I supposed to be doing here? Power shield.
The fuck is that thing supposed to be?
That is
Salus.
apparently liquid flame wearing armor.
Anyways, that guy,
Orbital
those
satellites.
guys tried to use physical attacks on him, and they got blasted away instantly. That's your hint there. Don't use regular physical attacks. Don't use the attack command on this guy.
Or else he's gonna counter with an instant kill.
He counters with his own version of Legion.
Oh.
Ow.
Ouch.
Otherwise, he only ever uses Flaily, Hewn, or Tandle on you.
Oh. Well.
So basically, I want to use all of my skills and techs on this guy. Let's see. I think Rayblade would.
So I'm assuming because this is an RPG and the way RPGs work, the other boss is going to have the exact opposite gimmick.
Probably.
I think I do want to use Tandle. Oh, good. Rayblade, you actually worked on him. Good. Then there's Pozibolt.
Hey then.
I don't
You
think
got a
Burst
cat.
Rock will use or
Okay.
will work on this guy.
There.
So he only counters the attack command, not physical skill.
Yes. So I can use Rayblade and Crosscut and Double Slash all I want. Because those are skills, not physical attacks. Not the actual attack command itself.
Because that totally makes sense, right?
Yes. Where's my Stardews?
But yeah, completely murdering you for using one very specific type of attack, yeah, that's probably among the more SMT things this game does.
Anyways, this actually shouldn't take too long. It does use the boss battle music, which was always awesome. I always loved that music. That kind of hurts. I don't like it when you use Tandle on me, Salus. Because I find myself being forced to use Stardews. Oh well, at least he's not using Legion on me. It just means that Ren has to heal himself because lightning and Ren doesn't mix. It's funny, he does more damage with Crosscut than he does with Rayblade.
Elemental thing, maybe?
Yeah, Rayblade does have the light element on it. Whereas Crosscut is his weapon element, which is energy, I think. The Guard Sword is energy. Like most of his weapons, actually, after the Laser Sword, except for the Flame Sword, which is kind of obvious what it uses. I can't see this guy lasting more than... Oh, right there, he died. So, for proof that we beat this guy, we get 2 item boxes. And I need to use a Trimate.
Oh, so that's not an inherently evil thing. That's just a blob of light. Okay.
And these things are, in fact, well, one of them is an equipable item. The Rykros ring is, in fact, just a plot item. But the Algo ring can be equipped on Chaz, and it increases his attack, his defense. It actually reduces his agility because he's using a Swift Helm, but his mental goes up by 2. So, yeah. The ring is, in fact, a helmet. I sold my Escapipe.
So clearly it's actually a crown.
Kind of. I keep hitting the wrong button there.
So now we are
no,
officially the
It's a
king of
halo.
Rykros.
It's kind of like those circlets and bands that they used earlier. And
Actually, no, C's probably right. It might just be a halo.
I don't know what you'd call it.
We have suddenly become an angel.
Yay.
Well, we
Or
passed.
maybe a Buddha, because he could wear it behind his head.
This is true.
I don't think we're supposed to be religious symbols here. We're not Super Kamiguru.
It's an RPG. Of course, there has to be religious symbols. Everywhere.
Well, okay, there were religious
Seriously,
symbols
go see
on
Final
Dizalis. And also, don't forget about Zio's temple.
Do we have like a 4 daggers or something like this?
Do we have what? So here's the final recolor of these guys, the Dark Witch. They counter with Geisar when they're damaged.
Ooh, spooky.
It's annoying. Also, wow, I got a free Lacquer Rod. Not that I needed another one. I don't even know why I'm still holding the one I have. There it is.
Because reasons?
Sell it for money.
Well, it does have... It is useful when we're fighting things like Dimension Worms and Outer Beasts. Ah! Okay. Whew. Chaz almost got insta-death. No, let's do that one. And... No, actually, Ren, screw that. Where's my Trimates?
Bloodsaber. Such a metal name.
Ow! And Chaz and Rune are dead. And that Trimate got hit by nobody. Okay. Fine. Fine. You gonna do that? You're gonna be that way?
Are you gonna party Wyatt?
Oh yeah.
No.
You know that 9-hour... I know this is detracting from the subject because I completely forgot about this until I saw this in my tabs. You know that 9-hour Super Mario 74 Extreme Edition run?
Yeah?
No.
I watched 2 hours of that this morning.
Why would you do that to yourself?
I'm going to reiterate why.
I needed some entertainment. It put
No!
me to sleep.
No.
Of course it would put you to sleep. It's a task of a Kaizo game.
It's not a test, it's a legit playthrough.
That's even more painful.
I know. He was stuck on the same area for 2 hours, or like 1 hour, doing the same jump and missing it.
Oh, it's one of the safe. It's one of the safe stateless runs, right?
Right.
Ugh. I would never have the patience for that. Like,
Why would you
that
torture
that
yourself?
That is probably no joke how you play Mario in hell.
Why would you torture yourself?
I just wanted to watch something. It was interesting. I saw how not to design 3D levels. Because seriously, that hack relies so much on camera fuckery. Screw you over.
Camera fuckery and putting fire everywhere.
And quicksand.
Yep.
So we picked up a guard claw, and while it is technically stronger than her silver claw, I think I mentioned earlier when I first picked up the silver claw that it has that holy element on it, and basically everything here is weak to holy element. So you might as well, yeah.
Tempting you with the promises of strength to defy your intellect. Huh?
I have no idea what you just said.
You?
Instant death is so strong in this game.
I can see that.
Oh wait, hang on a second. Okay, that's a place to go back down over there. No, it isn't. I have to go back around. I apparently missed I always miss things in this place. I always go to the wrong staircases. Because what I'm missing is the only reusable item that will heal the party. Everybody but Ren. Okay, I've got to make my way over there, I think. Yes, I do. Because when Chaz explodes, things die.
No kidding.
Okay. I apparently missed a...
Evidently his jihad strategy's working.
Except it doesn't actually kill him.
Well, not all jihad strats end in suicide.
Why the fuck has everybody remixed Dinopolis on the Ace Combat Respect soundtrack?
I don't know.
There's like 4 remixes of the track on here.
And there it is, the guard rod. You know, I think I can kill this guy by itself. Gaizan, that kind of hurt. Oh, it didn't hurt that much. And it takes more than one round. Why?
At least it's only one of those three.
Yes, exactly. Those things can use Tandle. And they sometimes use Tandle 3 times in succession when there's 3 of them.
And that's basically an insta-wipe.
Yes, it is. It is a party wipe.
So what are
That's
you
not
doing
very
in
nice
the
at all.
subterranean?
Hmm?
What are you doing in the lunar subterranean?
It's Rykros. It was where we were going next.
He does have a point. It does kind of look like the lunar subterranean.
Yeah, it does actually. I didn't know
You'd
that.
have to play Final Fantasy IV to know that.
Oh, I know that. It's just...
Okay.
I mean, not that I've ever gotten that far in the game. I think I've reached the actual underworld once.
Yeah, that's usually where most people stop, actually, if you actually get that far.
That
Well-
or the cave of seals.
Yeah, I was about to say...
Fuck the seal
I
cave
was-
forever, by the way.
I was going to say it was either that... I was going to say it was either that or the place where all my metal just doesn't work.
Time to grind for float. I remember having to do that so much, I hated it so bad. And of course, the modern day version has brachioradius in it.
Thank you.
No.
Yes.
Brachioradius.
I never really wanted to play Final Fantasy IV, so...
Just watch,
Probably one of the
just
worst
watch
super bosses ever.
Just watch H.C. Bailey's LP of it.
I did. I watched his first LP of it. I'm not watching his new LP of it.
Which new one? Because I think
He's playing
played
the
it like
3D
4
one.
times.
He's playing...
Yeah.
Yeah, he's played it.
Yeah.
He played the original one, He played the
PlayStation.
the PSP one. Oh shit! No, not these guys. No,
And now he's playing the Steam one, which is a port of
the DS one. No,
So
not
he's
Tandle.
basically
Ow.
Android.
So he's basically playing Final Fantasy IV hard mode now.
Well, Final Fantasy IV hard mode was hard mode originally. It's just we
So
got
I
the
just
easy
got
mode in the US.
so I just got raped.
Trigger.
Careful, Tumblr doesn't hear you say that.
Let's say.
It's like you can't say that word on the internet anymore.
No, I can face 2 of these guys. I just can't face 3 of them.
So that isn't called politically correct. What would that be called correct?
It wouldn't be called correct. It's called stupid.
Suddenly DDoS.
Yep.
It's called be excellent to each other and don't worry about other people's values.
Amen, brother. Amen.
And party on, dudes.
And don't forget to hail Satan.
Alright, don't go that far.
Seriously?
Let's say
No
that's
one-
a pretty cool guy.
No one watched Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure?
No,
I
I've
need
seen
to
it.
watch
I
that.
just
I need to watch that.
didn't they make a sequel, Bill and Ted's Bogus Adventure?
Yeah, they
Yes.
did. And George Carlin was in it, which is probably the only reason I would watch it.
That now I have to watch it. Thanks a lot.
I believe. I have to make sure. I know he said he was in it in one of the Bill and Ted movies, and God, I can't remember what it was called. One of the radio interviews he did.
I think him being Mr. Conductor is just the damnedest thing of all, to be honest.
Yeah. All my stuff plus extra is bad for you.
So, I've got all the treasure in this place, and now I just have to get through here without it... Yeah. I'd like to, you know, be able to finish this dungeon, please.
What the hell am I listening to now?
I don't know.
Foggy
White
Temple.
noise?
I haven't even
I'm
used
still
this
listening to the
explode.
Ace Combat Respect soundtrack.
So what the fuck are those puddles on the ground supposed to be anyways?
The what on the ground?
The puddles on the ground, or whatever the fuck that stuff on the ground is.
Cancer.
So are we gonna give those tumors cutesy names?
Okay, so once again, we get a hint on how we're supposed to beat this guy. These guys are using Tandle on him, and then he smacks them down.
So, yep, exactly the opposite gimmick. Lovely.
Hang on, I gotta check to make sure. Okay, the only one who's even remotely injured is Ren. This is
I
not
love-
going to be
I
a
love
hard
how
fight.
This guy apparently counters with a rocket punch, though.
That is his Disrupt Arm. It's the only hit-all attack that Devars has, and it only will use it if you use something other than a regular physical attack on him.
So in this one, you can't actually use any skills at all, which means this
Well,
one's gonna take long.
Not on him. It also means that Rune is pretty much useless.
Are you at least allowed to heal?
Yes. He can't be affected by anything other than regular physical attacks if you want to, you know, not have him counter with...
Also, loving the shit out of that attack animation for the boss.
Ah,
It's like rocket punch.
Pretty much. Gotta use that POW shield again.
Actual rock. The rocket punch, yes.
Yeah, pretty much. His Disrupt Arm is kind of similar, only it just splits off and hits all 4 of us. So, buffed up, physical attacks. This is the boring fight, because all we do is get hit by
Attack.
attacks and attack right back. I don't think I have anything other
So
than
just speed
Oh,
it
yeah.
up, I guess.
the guard rod. I almost forgot.
Welcome to RPGs.
The guard rod. It heals everybody
They attack
for like
us.
60.
They attack us, we attack right back. Yep.
This is like the single best item in the game because it heals everybody for 60.
Makes me wonder if you can just auto battle this guy.
Almost. Rune died. I'm gonna use a Saldu on
Who the
him.
fuck cares about Rune anyways, though?
I want him to get experience.
He'll be fine.
Well, he will in a
looks like
moment.
Discount DS Slack. No one played Star Ocean 2, evidently.
I have played Star Ocean 2. I've beat Star Ocean 2. I just don't know what you meant by that.
Discount
Maybe that
DS
should
Slack.
be what you do next.
Discount
Okay.
DS Flak.
Yeah.
Why?
Rune looks like a discount version of DS Slack.
Who does?
Rune does.
Nah, I don't see it.
This is the part where I go on a rant and explain it, but I'm not gonna do
Oh,
Oh, there we go. Got Devars. And because we beat him,
More like denied.
we get the Palma ring, the Moda ring, and the Dizo ring. And the Palma ring is equipped to Ren, gets his defense up a little bit, and best of all, he now resists lightning instead of being weak to it.
oh yeah, that definitely makes it better.
Basically, now we have one ring for each of the planets.
Rika gets the Moda ring and increases her agility by a point, which is nice, and her defense. And it gives her resistance to fire, I believe. And Rune gets the Dizo ring, which gives him... In fact, it actually reduces his mental by 2, because that Psi Circlet that I got way, way back at the beginning of the second part, it had an increase of 5 to his mental, and this only gives him an increase of 3. But it's 15 more points of defense, and I think it makes him resist cold. Not that it makes a whole lot of difference that he resists cold now, but whatever.
Him not dying would be better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true. Anyways, I think we have to go down a floor before we're allowed to actually leave this place with Heinous. And now I can use Ryuka to go back to the Silence Temple. And now it's time for LaRoof to plot us.
Yay!
And here is our true plot exposition. Chaz has a moment in this, and then he ruins it. Because LaRoof gives us all this information about what happened millions of years ago in the fight between the Great Light and the Profound Darkness. And how when the Great Light won, it sealed the Profound Darkness by using a star and 3 planets as the seal.
So it used 4 planets.
Well, no, it used
4
3.
stars.
It,
No, it
you-
used 4 stars. Because a planet
Oh.
is a star.
Sure, we'll go with that. Retard.
Science.
It's not a star.
But, so, Palma, the first planet, exploded, right? So, part of the seal has been weakened. So, Rykros was created to kind of bolster the seal every 1,000 years. Problem is, Dark Force has still been forcing his way through every 1,000 years. Well, things have kind of come to a head. The seal has weakened enough now that the Profound Darkness is finally kind of, fighting back.
The profound darkness.
Yes.
That takes a lot. Holy crap. That's like me in the mornings.
So the Great Light decides, you know what? You are the champion, Chaz. It is up to you to destroy the Profound Darkness. That's why LaRoof has been calling us protectors this whole time. So long as we have the rings of the stars that we picked up, the darkness can't truly affect us, etc., etc., whatever. So, it's a mission.
Oh, so we're going into the space cancer.
And then Chaz is like, who do you think we are? And he's, like, rebelling, I guess you could say. I'm not gonna fight for no mission, and anyway, where is this great light now?
Coming out, this guy ain't.
So you're telling me he hands down missions and goes off somewhere? Give me a break. This is Chaz's moment right here.
Well, honestly, I agree with him.
Exactly. I thought this was the moment for him. And then this image of him walking away, it looks like. I'm going to live by my own will, he says.
And then the roof knocks him the fuck out.
And then the scene fades for a moment, and it comes back. It looks like we're outside of the place now. And he's like, Rune, to tell you the truth, I don't know what's going on. He has his moment, and then he ruins it!
Wow.
Typical JRPG protagonist.
What am I fighting for? Etc., etc.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. He has no idea what's going on, and he just spelled it out that he doesn't know what's going on anymore. But that's okay, because Rune has the answer.
Explain it to me. Alice died?
Who died?
Alice?
Yeah, she died some time ago.
When?
Second
She
part.
Like the second video.
Yeah.
She died of magical space cancer.
I
Well-
thought she was just, sick.
No, she got sick and then it got worse.
Yeah, and then she died. And then we buried her in Crop, of all places. I can
And
take...
then that's why we have Catgirl waifu now. Because our original waifu died.
So we're headed back to Dizalis. Rune just said, come with me to Esper Mansion, and things will be answered there. So we're going back to Esper Mansion. Rune has answers for us.
Oh, Rune has answers for us.
Well, yeah, kind of.
That's answers.
So back to Esper Mansion we go. Now here's the weird part. Here's what I don't get. We come to Esper Mansion and they're guarding the door again. And they're like, so, you're a friend of Kira. Please come in. Kira left. And she's not with us anymore. Now they should recognize Rune. He's been there. People should know him.
You're expecting things to
It would be one word, one name. That's all they would have to change there. It could be a trigger on the story. It could be a trigger on the story. If Dark Force 2 has been beaten,
In the event.
yeah, if Dark Force 2 has been beaten, say this instead. They've done it before. So, yeah.
Maybe they just went lazy, I guess.
I guess. I don't know. So we come in here, and we go to this back wall, and now there's a door there. And what does Rune say? The sacred sword Elcidian awaits you.
Huh?
Sacred
Yes, I'm
sword.
forcing your destiny
No, I
onto
get that.
us.
What does the sacred sword have to do with any of this?
It's going to answer our questions. Or it's going to answer his questions, really. If we need to, we can talk to Rika, and she will. No, not Rika. You talk to Rune, and he'll heal us. How he heals us, I don't know. But yeah, Chaz is by himself now. So we go into the Sacred Sword Cave, and there is only one enemy in here. In this version. In the original, there were two enemies in here.
What?
But, well, the one that got taken out. It was called Acacia.
Are we going to fight the sword?
We are not going to fight the sword.
Oh.
I don't understand.
This is not Chrono Trigger.
But I like fighting the sword twice.
Yeah, really. Let's fight Excalibur.
It's Elcidian, and no. Yeah, I'm just gonna walk up
So
to it
we're
and
going
talk to it.
grab
So here's the
and
sword.
Suddenly we're firing.
So here's the sword, and anybody who played Phantasy Star 1 will recognize that figure that's holding the sword. That is, in fact, a statue of Alice from the first game.
You mentioned that at some point.
And there she is. You can see her a bit clearer.
That is a strangely shaped sword.
Oh, just wait till you see him holding it. Place where the spirits of those who fought to protect Algo return to. Elcidian is this sword sheltered by those spirits. Yeah, whatever. So he picks up the sword and gets a vision.
Basically, reinforced his chest.
And the thing is, and here's the thing, these are all he really says. He says, "Hey!" Because we can see Alice and her companions.
What companions?
Those three. And then he says, "Wow!" And there's all the people who will join you in Phantasy Star 2. I'm not naming them.
Why not?
And there's Nay, and there's Rolf.
I see Inuyasha in there.
And then we see Algo. Alice, Nay, and then Elise.
Elise, Nay, and then Elise. Again.
And so all he says when he's seeing these crazy images of the past is, "Hey" and "Wow."
Wow. So very child's home.
Oh, and then the sword talks to him and he says, "Ah!"
To be fair, he has no idea what the fuck is going on. Like,
Pretty
for all
much.
he knows he could be high out of his mind or something.
That's
Yeah.
what I was about to say. He's on one hell of a trip.
Pretty much, yes. Then Alice speaks to him, and then he leaves the cave, and Rune's like, "Oh wow, the sword actually chose you."
Then he just accepts his destiny just like that. Okay. Fucking Rune. I mean, fucking Chaz and Rune.
Conflict? What's that?
So we finally decide to resolve, okay, we're gonna actually do this. Let's conquer Chaz! For Algo! Wait.
What?
There's a comma that I didn't actually articulate there.
Fucking Chaz for Algo.
And then Ren gets an emergency. Demi says that disaster has erupted on Motavia.
Okay.
And then instead of taking us there directly, we actually have to leave the downstairs area before we can actually go back to Tyler, where the spaceport is.
So we're going back to space.
But hey, we get to the spaceport and it walks us automatically, and oh hey, hello there! It's Space Priest Piccolo and Sailor Mercury.
Sailor Mercury. Oh hey.
Well then.
Sailor Mercury with.
Space Priest Piccolo.
Well,
And-
Space Piccolo needs more of those.
My name is Dende.
And Meteos, when we get to Motavia, is an adorable robot, a furry blue berserker, and our walking piggy bank.
I remember two of them.
Can we extort him one last time?
No.
Aww.
But I wanted to.
Hi, Model M. How you doing?
We get more party members.
We do have the chance to choose between these 5, but first, just to show you, I'm going to take us to Krupp. Because we can go up here, and over here is where Elise is buried. There's her gravestone. It's pretty generic. She doesn't even get a statue.
Rib.
Well, it's a shame.
Let's see, let's head back to Catery and go back here to heal up. So now we have a choice of 5 people for our 5th party member, or we can just shout YOLO and go with 4.
YOLO option.
YOLO.
I figured as much. We're actually a bit higher level than the last time I did this with only 4 people. Now I will admit there are some neat things that you'd see if you did pick a 5th party member. Raja will have a technique called Regen, which basically it acts as a Saldu. I can't remember if it does heal. I mean, revive and heal completely. I think it does. I know it heals completely. I think it revives as well. I think it acts like Rever, but a full heal. Kira doesn't really have anything new as far as I remember. She's just stronger and has all of her techs by this point. Demid also doesn't have anything new, but she is stronger, but she does have that lightning weakness, and we can't overcome it. Grizz does have he has one new skill. It's called Sweeping, and it's basically like Chaz's Air Slash. Whereas Han comes with all the rest of his techs, and he did have a full page of text that he can use in combat. So that's 16 in total. And he does get 2 new skills. One called Astral, which does, I think, energy damage, and kind of looks like Chaz's Explode skill, but it just does damage. And basically, he has a version of Rika's Eliminate, but it's weaker. But yeah, 4 party members? Sure, why not? Let's do it. So let's see.
Now we're off to the final dungeons.
Yeah, and look at that.
Now we're going into Space Cancer itself.
Well, there's a wound in the world. It's a hole. And if we enter it, it's called The Edge. And psychedelic colors.
What the hell?
Okay, so we're entering...
Phasma.
We entered the Space Cancer's asshole, and now we're in a living acid trip.
Pretty much, yes.
It looks like a lava lamp.
It kind of does.
Actually, I have a lava lamp. I should turn it on
Yes.
and see what happens.
I have one as well. It wouldn't work very well. Did I just go to the wrong one? I did.
Also, just letting you know, this looks fucked up on stream because of the encoding.
Yeah. Not much you can do about that, though.
Well, it'll fix itself. When you get into the actual battle itself, while the background looks bad, everything else looks okay, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for the most part.
Oh boy, another recolor of these fuckers.
Yeah, these ones are called blind heads.
To be
I
fair,
love the
they were.
PlayStation
To be
controllers.
fair, they were always blind heads because they never had
Eyes.
eyes.
Oh, and here's Outer Beasts.
What?
It's like the Dimension Worms.
Oh, lovely. Except this time you can barely tell them apart from the background.
Fortunately, I can see them just enough, and both Rika and Chaz have a weapon that does pretty darn good damage to them. Because they can bypass their physical... They're using holy weapons, basically. So, yeah.
If you don't mind, I'm not gonna watch this part because my eyes hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay,
Sure, yeah.
Hisame.
There is one enemy that if we do get the chance to run into, you'll want to see, though.
It, might not be worth it.
Well, wanna warn me when that comes up?
Slaughter Fiend.
The Solder Fiend, we just saw the twin arms just a little while ago.
Shoulder Fiend!
Oh, look, Negatus, the all-instant death worked.
Well then.
Let's see, if I do that, I do that, I do that, and I
So
do...
how long is this dungeon?
Not very long. Where's my guard rod?
Okay, so it probably gives me some time to get a drink then.
Yeah, you might.
Alright.
How many more recolors do you have left?
All of the last ones are in here. There, in fact, I think there's only one more actual recolor that we'll be running into. Like, the last genuine one. And that's even if we do run into it. 3 Imagio mages. Ow, no. Air slide. And just because, let's use that guard rod again. Because getting a little bit of extra healing, ow, Tandle, is nice. There are branching paths on these. Oh, there it is. There's the last recolor, the Chaos Bringer. Okay, wow. Thank you. Rune is dead. That...
Rip.
Man, screw this. I'm going to explode. Do I have a moon dew? Yes, I do.
Evidently, Rika took a nap.
Yes. Yes, remit puts us to sleep. Okay, now on this screen, there's a chance of running into an enemy. And I didn't actually do it. I ran into Dark Riders. These are the absolute last recolors. I forgot they existed. I try to forget the centaurs, to be honest with you.
They look so dumb.
Throw Lancer. Why? But, I don't think we're actually going to run into him here, but it's, the final recolor is named Prophallus.
Wait,
What?
The final recolor is named Prophallus.
What the fuck?
It's, it basically looks exactly the same. It basically looks exactly the same as Dark Force from Phantasy Star 1.
Oh.
that's a good way to get your attention.
Shit, you know what? I forgot to do the last optional dungeon.
There was another optional dungeon?
Yes. I completely forgot about it. I am right before the final boss. But if I go back and get that, I get the last technique for Chaz. And I also get one last piece of guard mail for Chaz to wear for armor. And
Do it.
Bust up the final boss even more. Why not?
Do it. It hasn't even been an hour yet.
Actually,
Yeah.
It's been like an hour and 3 minutes.
Yeah, it has.
7 minutes. Yes.
Okay, so it's barely been an hour. Fair enough.
It's been a little more than that because remember I had to stop and start over. Or I should say stop and start the stream again. Anyways, we have to go back to Rykros. Once we got the Alcedian, a new dungeon opened up for us.
And of
We
course,
weren't-
the game does not tell you about this at all.
Well, no, I mean, it would if you went and found it, you know, without actually having Alcedian yet. It would say that if you don't have Alcedian, be gone, etc., whatever.
I see.
We got the chance to fight Crimson Heads again.
Actually, more like Criminal Head.
Yeah, pretty much.
They're not
PlayStation
spelled correctly.
Crimson Head. Well, it can't fit Crimson Head. But, no. Well, oh yeah, Chaz's new weapon, the Alcedian, it's anti-evil element, and if it is an evil enemy, it has a chance to do instant death. Holy word, basically, is what it does.
Ah.
Alcedian is shining. Anger Tower welcomes you gladly. Because Anger Tower.
Anger.
The Anger Tower welcomes you gladly.
Yes.
And I'm guessing it has enemies from both of the other towers.
Yeah, I do believe it does. But hey, having the Alcedian means we have another really strong attack. I mean, almost 300 damage without any buffing.
So is there a boss at the end of this?
Kind of? It's not a boss I'm going to be fighting.
Oh, so we don't get to beat up a third flame robot dude?
Just wait and see. I have to go back because I was almost going right to the end of this place. And I did mention something about getting another guard mail. See, the great thing about skills is that they have charges rather than coming from a pool, like techniques do. It means that when you're going through the dungeon itself and you want to use your multi-target skills, you can just blast them all. You don't have to worry about anything.
Well, yeah. What was that? Final Fantasy 3, the original, the way that they did that?
Yes.
Kind of like that.
Final Fantasy 1 original, Final Fantasy 3 original. Actually, they did it in Final Fantasy 3 for the DS as well. So Chaz gets
Yes,
his
they
guard
did.
mail.
And the PSP.
I don't have it for PSP, but I do have it for PC. I did get.
Well, I had it. Final Fantasy 3 for the DS. It did use skill
Yes.
points. So.
It used spell
the
charges.
PC version kind of loses favor for missing out on a few things the PSP version had.
What did the PSP version have that?
The top of my head that was best, the ability to do auto battle at 2 times speed.
Oh. But
Wow.
otherwise, the PC version is the same as the DS version, right?
I believe so.
Okay, so we're at the end of the Anger Tower. If I go up these stairs,
Things will happen.
yeah, I'll say.
The fuck's Alice doing there?
Wait,
I was
what?
about to ask, 'cause, yeah.
They play sad music during this fight. Let's see.
And of
One-on-one.
course, Chaz has to solo it.
Yep. Fortunately, she doesn't have anything other than her regular attack that she can use. And she goes down in 3 attacks anyways. And we get 1 experience and 1 Masita. And then Chaz...
That was underwhelming.
And then Chaz breaks down. And the
Wow.
screen goes dark. And then there's this guy. This guy's name is Rephase. So apparently that Elise was an illusion. Would you like to be able to wholly transform those feelings into strength? Those feelings of rage and anger and hatred? A technique to transform emotions of anger and hatred into powers of destruction. Do you want to know about it?
Dark Force doing stuff.
Do you want to know about it?
No.
Yes.
It's called Genocide Cutter.
Let's become Rugal.
Anybody want to kick C?
Ball.
No. In fact, the answer is no. If we say yes, we get put into an impossible fight. We can't beat him. Period. He will use this technique on us, and basically, yes, I will say it, rape us.
Dun, dun.
So he's completely impossible to beat in the sense that his HP doesn't go down?
I think his HP does go down. It's just absolutely impossible to get it far enough before he can completely kill you. His technique, combined with his mental, is too high. So because we say no, we don't want it, he teaches it to us. It's called Megid.
Oh, lovely. So now we are going to just sling Megidolons everywhere.
It is, in fact, the same element as his 2 techniques. It's anti-evil. It also costs 30 TP. And I think in the original game, in the original version, the Japanese version, it replaced his last technique instead of adding to the end. So he would lose the ability to use Nazan.
That's not nice.
Huh.
Yeah, it's a little screwed up. So,
Oh, this is open.
so we got our new technique, and this gives me the chance now. Well, not Ryuka. This gives me the chance to get out and actually go back and get healing items again because I forgot to go stock up. I could use a lot of Stardews if I'm going to do this with 4 party members.
Self-imposed challenge. Do it, do it, do it.
My
What?
assumption is by doing it with 4 people, you're getting more experience at this point, right?
Well, yes. And for that matter, all of the other 5 party members are getting that more experience.
Oh.
Because everybody gets experience, and whatever is displayed on the screen is what everybody gets.
Huh.
So ironically enough, going it solo, if at all possible, would be the best way to do it.
Yes, it would in fact get you the absolute most experience. The difference is dead party members in your party don't get experience. So if you want to get experience for the other 5, then yes, just putting 1 party member in will do it. I need to sell some things. I don't need that Lacquer Rod anymore. I'm actually going to sell it. I actually have 2 now, so whatever. Let's see. I'm actually going to sell a few of these repair kits because I can't see myself needing them. I have too many as it is. I picked up a lot of free ones. I think those 6 right there, it would do it for us. I don't think we need more than that. Let's see.
Do you have a limit on the amount of items you can have?
5 pages of 8, so 40.
40. I was wondering because I was like, you don't need the money.
No, well, you'll see. I'm going to sell the Genocide Claw, because at this point the instant death doesn't help us. I'm going to sell that Guard Claw because we don't need a second one. Really? The chat's slightly cut off at the bottom? That's
Yeah.
interesting.
It is.
Huh.
So that has made some of the timing on my monologuing slightly questionable.
There, I did it. I fixed it. Let's see, what was I selling? I was selling the Lacquer gear. I was selling the Reflect Mail. I was selling the Psy Circlet. And the Silver Crown.
I'll be back. Gotta go shower.
Okay.
But she's gonna miss the final boss.
It's about to
Yeah.
say.
Pretty much. Stardews. Lots of Stardew.
Oh.
Because
Very-
having things that
very
heal
interesting to
all
look
of
at.
us.
So, does this have a post-game at all?
No.
Or is the final boss just the end of it?
The final boss is just the end of it. I'm selling that Moondew because it's kind of useless.
Consider this is early 90s RPGs. There's usually no post-game to begin with.
Most games
This is
stuff started
true.
with like stars stuff, which was like late 90s.
You got what you got, and that was it.
Oh, by the way, look at that. We only have 91,000 Masita left. Remember how we had 330 or 350
Yeah, you
some?
only bought like 10 of those soul dues.
Yeah, well, I didn't buy too many Soldews at all, actually. I only bought, what, 6 of them? I bought a lot of Stardew. Because party heal is better than full heal of a single. Okay, we're going to Ryuka back to Tyler because we are going to finish this. And this
There's no
time...
way to sort those items, is there?
Nope. They are in the order that they are in.
Well, you said it yourself. It's an early 90s RPG.
Even Final Fantasy titles have that ability.
Yeah. Like, when did Final Fantasy V come out?
92.
Yeah, Hiryuu and I have been playing that, and that's got sort. It's
Fair
got a few
enough.
things that bother me, but true.
Okay, so... Don't care about these guys.
Lol, bye.
Back in the Land Rover, get
See ya,
past
Space
this.
Cowboys.
And one last fight inside the Land Rover. Because the Grass Hounds aren't affected by the Black Energy Wave. Black Magical Cancer does not affect monsters. So we drive our gigantic Land Rover into the hole. And back into the edge we go.
So you have to go through this entire maze again?
Yes. But fortunately, this time I'm not going to accidentally go to the wrong teleporter. Instead, I'm going to go to the right one immediately. First rockets. No, you know what? I'm not going to do that with him because that's... Yeah, I am. Well, I'm trying to remember if it would be stronger or not to keep those and not use them until the boss, but I think his physical attack would actually be better. And at this point, Chaz's Rayblade actually is weaker than even just doing a regular physical attack. Because Rayblade is a special attack that has its own element and everything like that. It doesn't actually do a whole lot. So in the end, because I don't think Rayblade gets affected by attack up or strength up or whatever you want to call it. So, yeah, that's right. That works out really well. Kinda wish the encounter rate in here wasn't this high.
That seems to be the problem with the game in general, actually.
Yeah.
Sometimes, and other times I can go for like, 70 steps and never get into a fight.
I wonder if it's like the Final Fantasy games where your steps and the directions you're facing actually affect the counter rate.
I have no idea.
That would be interesting to look up in speedrun.
I'm pretty sure there's tasks that mention this one.
There is a task for this, and it involves
I know
keeping
there is. Okay.
keeping Chaz at a low level, giving him a Shadow Blade, and having him use Tsu all over the place. It's an underflow glitch. Anyways, those giant orange axe guys, they can drop the best axe in the game for Grizz. Okay, what am I looking at here? Rune is the only one who isn't at max, but he's only down by 4, so I don't care. Okay, I think we're ready. And final boss time. So, what we're looking at here is what they think the final boss kinda sorta looks like.
It's a giant dark fuzzball of death.
Hey, it's a Kodama.
FOE! FOE!
Yo.
Even in your Final damn it!
Now you
Got-
just kill yourself.
Even in your Phantasy Star, FOE.
And here is the first form of the final boss.
Gigas? Okay.
There. That's a lot of mouths you got there, Dark Horse.
It's all eyes and teeth. All of it.
It's a necromorph.
It's Mega Nana from Digital Devil Saga 2.
Oh, is it? I don't remember seeing what that thing looked like. I just remember that it was a bullshit cutscene thing.
Yes, and it also had a billion mouths,
Oh.
including on its breasts.
Well, we know Argilla had the breast mouths, but geez.
So because the final boss has 3 forms, and in order to get it from any one form to the next, you have to get it below half HP.
I have to love how the fact that it's perfectly symmetrical doesn't make it any less terrifying.
That's what I was
Yeah,
about
pretty
to
much.
say.
Where is it? That, and, yeah, and... So we're getting ourselves basically completely buffed.
That's the buff carrier.
Oh, and by the way, I just did a critical hit with Chaz. Regular physical attack. He's been buffed his attack power. He did 500 damage.
Yeah, the last attack he did about 400 some odd damage.
Yeah, that is the power of his new weapon.
Wow.
So basically, Chaz is never going to use anything other than the attack command again.
Well, no, I mean, his crosscut actually will regularly do over 500 damage. It's just... Oops, don't want to use the Photon Eraser. I want to use that Guard Rod again. Because
Stream spazzing out a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am not dropping frames.
It was probably the psychedelic colors.
Might have been.
It's the whole thing a neat effect, that said.
See, if this were a modern SMT game, that dude would be getting like 6 press turns or something.
Well,
And
let's see.
time for second form.
Let's see, Lucifer and Nocturne, you got the true evil ending, true demon ending. You got 2 turns for your team.
So it's all eyes and horns, and there's a mouth in the middle, and I don't know what to call the rest of that.
It's a gianter enemy crab.
Yes, it's insectoid.
So we get 1 turn basically to do regular damage. Now from here on, we're mostly going to see attacks that hit the entire party. Except for that one. Why did I forget that one? Yeah, I think we'll be good. Wow. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and use a Stardew.
Hisame's going to miss a very interesting final form.
Yep.
I'm kind of sad.
When I added up all 3 forms of the Profound Darkness, they came out to 30,000 HP.
Wow.
You've been gone?
Yeah.
How
Just
long?
in time for
Could have
the
been a
ending,
better-
I guess.
Yeah, this is the final boss.
Yeah, this is the second form of the final boss.
Oh hey, it's an Eldritch Horror with presumably rocking FM synth music playing in the background.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's just boring FM synth music?
It's like,
At the moment, it is. It picks up. It picks up in the second form.
Oh, there's more forms.
Or I mean the third form. There is one more form, I should say. It picks up in the next one. I just have to get it down to half health, and then it will go on to the next form. Oh, hey, here we go. Going to the third form, the final form. And somehow, this made it into the game.
Oh. Well,
And thus you learn that true evil is in fact a woman.
don't let
A
Tumblr hear
creepy
you say
Eldritch
that.
woman.
I've seen pictures of it. I can't tell what I'm looking at as far as like the wings go. What the hell?
And also it uses Megid on us. All the flippin' time.
Oh, so she is an SMT boss then.
Pretty much.
ow.
I'm going to use Megid on her. Yeah, and that I'm going to use the Guard Rod in addition to that Saldu. So my Megid does 460 damage. Oh, by the way, this form of the Profound Darkness has like 13,000 HP.
You're gonna be here a while.
Just a little bit, yeah. Ow. And the worst part is I have to recover, and I'm going to use Megid, and... Oh, where's my Stardews? And my... This would be easier if I had a 5th party member. This would not take nearly as long if I had a 5th party member. Thanks a lot, guys.
You're
You're a big
ass.
boy. You can take it.
Fortunately, I'm getting away with murder here because it only used a single target attack. Oops. FS.
It could be worse. It could start. It could start with a pattern that slowly devolves into random party wiping attacks. The less HP it has.
Fortunately, it doesn't get...
Go ahead.
There's only one enemy in the game that actually gets stronger if you, or at a certain point, and that's the boss that nearly wiped me out last time.
See, the Etrian Odyssey games really like to do that. Have bosses that start fucking with you when you hit certain HP breakpoints. I think 3's bonus boss is still the worst for that, though. It starts off with a really set pattern, and then once you get to like half health, it will start doing random things that will just fuck you up.
Nice.
I don't have enough to... Let's see, I need to use double slash there, and I'm actually going to... Yeah. I'm not going to worry about finishing my healing, I'm just going to... Because I think Rika has a little bit more HP she could get, maybe, or something. Ow.
I think
Yeah.
the other nerds are streaming Super Metroid.
Yeah, I know they are.
Wait, really?
I told FP because Super Metroid turned 21, he should stream drunk, but he doesn't have any booze. It's like,
Oh.
how do you not have booze at all?
Yeah, how? That
He's a
doesn't...
college student. He's supposed to be permanently stocked with booze at all times.
Oh good,
Live
Rune
with his parents.
was put to sleep and then he woke up.
I have booze, I just don't drink it.
I don't drink.
I don't either, so I don't keep it.
Falls asleep, wakes up next turn. No big deal.
Ah, crap, no!
Hiryuu, he lives in Virginia. His house should probably be chock full of booze.
Canceling?
Yes, canceling. What do you think it does?
Ah,
You just lost a turn.
I just lost all of my buffs.
Oh!
Ooh, nice.
Fucking
All of
got that
them.
thing load.
Fortunately, I got both Daban and Barrier up, so even though Rika got put to sleep, so I can't use Saner in order to get our speed back up.
Your waifu cannot save you now.
Pretty much. Oh, good. It's being lenient on me right now. And then C got bored and started playing Dungeon Defenders.
That sounds like C to me.
I'll be at the final boss. We're about to be at the credits anyway, so I'm not.
Good,
gonna
well,
mind it.
boss,
It's still-
you don't need me.
Well,
I'm
I
still
do have
watching
to...
anyway, because it does take a while to load up. I'm
let's
probably not
see.
gonna find any good games anyway. I'll put my damn-
Stardew.
Now you're awake.
What?
Look, I just got a meteor dropped on me. What's going on?
I see what you're saying. And yeah, pretty much. And now that I finally got all of my buffs up completely, for the most part, it's going to use canceling on me again. Oh no, it used
If it
Evil Eye
does-
on Rune. Okay.
If it does use canceling again, it's not. It means it's not going to kill you.
It means it's going to make it harder for me to get back up to speed to kill it. Because I have to waste turns.
But here's the thing, so does he.
She.
It.
You don't know its preferred pronouns. It's...
Here we go.
Actually, that's a good question.
Oh, I killed it.
What
It's dead.
pronouns would an all-consuming entity of darkness even use?
It's dead.
They.
Dead.
Because
That's
gender
what you
neutral
call it.
pronoun.
Dead.
Dead. 13,000
Yeah.
HP. That didn't take too long.
You were doing
So you
about
don't need that
800
fifth party
plus
member.
every turn, so that's about 13, 14.
Well, it would have been faster with a fifth party member is all. And the craziest
Oh, what's
part
going on?
is,
You just blew up the universe.
pretty much. Yeah, and then Ren's all like, I sense a time warp. It's getting bigger. Danger, danger. He actually says that.
Danger, Will Robinson.
And then everyone dies.
Now, there's Sword MacGuffin.
Sword MacGuffin?
Sword MacGuffin.
Sword MacGuffin!
The blade shatters, and then we kind of got saved.
It's not as big of a Deus Ex Machina as, you know, Final Fantasy V throws at us.
Well, I mean, okay, so we got a sword
The
that's
universe-
supposed to
it's
save...
better now.
It's a sword that's supposed to help us save the universe because it's the all-powerful weapon, etc., etc. And
Thanks,
so
Piccolo.
yeah. Space Priest Piccolo. Yeah, so now that it's all over, everybody goes their separate ways. Dizalis people back to Dizalis, and Matavia people stay, and androids in space. There's someone missing from this picture.
Is it pink-haired cat lady?
It's pink-haired cat lady.
Yep.
I'm not controlling this, by the way. Everything from this point on is auto-playing.
Hooray!
I am ecstatic.
So, it was only about, we'll say, an hour and 40 minutes today in total. So, to get to this point, so yeah, this game is like a 9.5 hour game.
How long's that task, Mitch?
It's
Like a few hours.
I think it's about 4 hours. But you have to remember, they're cheating.
Well, of course.
I love watching tasks of RPGs. Like, the Etrian Odyssey 3 one is great because it's basically a nature stroll till they blow up the Abyssal King.
Okay, that one. I might have to go look for that one.
1 hour. It's 1 hour and 26 minutes to beat Phantasy Star 4 task. If you do 100%,
Really?
it's just
Did
a
you say
2
1
hours.
hour and 26 minutes?
1 hour 26 minutes.
Because that's how long I've been live for this particular session.
Yep.
Consistency.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see here.
So yeah,
Where's still a grinding?
apparently, as far as the actual human being type people, you know, non-androids, Han is like the tallest of us. Oh, I don't know. Raja might actually be the tallest. I can't tell. He's wearing a hat. You can't see where his head ends. But in total, out of all 9 of us, Ren is definitely the tallest. He's like 7.5 feet tall. In comparison, Chaz is only like 5'2".
Because Japan.
Gladiator, Hoplite, Farmer,
So apparently Rika is
Farmer.
going to be going to live on the satellite with Ren.
Zodiac.
At least that's the plan. Rika's leaving.
Okay. They probably just use the farmers to safe stroll once they get enough levels on them. That's why
Nope.
it's a nature walk. Drew the entire map without even entering the labyrinth.
He's in entry and Odyssey 3 conversations while we're in Phantasy Star 4.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The greatest part about this is for just a moment you can see Raja stuffing his face. It's like, where did you get that, Raja? You're on a spaceship. You're on a
He
spaceship.
was hungry.
Yeah,
Super
come
Commie
on.
wanted all the food. Super Commie Guru.
No.
Oh,
Oh boy, yeah. So, I'll tell you what, the fastest time I ever got through the final boss, in terms of start to finish, the start of the fight, end of the fight, was taking Grizz with me, of all people. All that guy does is he gets himself buffed up and just starts smashing things with his axe. That's all he does. He uses his skill Warcry to double his strength, and then he just starts smashing things. He does the same amount of damage as Chaz, and he doesn't even have a weapon that hits the weakness.
So since I wasn't here, why did we only have 4 party members for the final boss?
Because the rest of these people suck bad. As in,
Oh.
the people in the call. I said, we can pick one of these 5 people for our 5th party member, or I can just go with 4 and YOLO it.
We said
we all
yellow.
picked, yeah, we all picked the YOLO option.
Hashtag.
Yep.
So yeah, you guys suck. We could have had all kinds of fun. We could have brought Sailor Mercury. We could have brought Space Priest
The
Piccolo.
ending scene is kind of homoerotic.
Just a little bit, yes. Just a little bit,
Oh.
yes.
You'll always be my wingman.
Well, remember, now that his wife is dead, nothing's stopping me.
Rika left on the ship, and Elise is dead, and Chaz is by himself now. He's got the house to himself, and he's got that atrocious wood carving that we picked up back in Termi. C knows what I'm talking about.
God, it really is. Don't work out. Damn.
I can't remember what the script said at this point in the prototype translation. The one that you can find it in my videos.
Maybe he does want to carve his wood, if you know what I mean.
So spaceship came back.
Oh, hey, cat girl.
Rika looks back. She's all sad. And then she jumps. And somehow Chaz catches her.
So is she like abandoning her actual home planet to bang this nerd?
No, she was created on Motavia, on this planet, by a computer.
Oh, okay.
She's less than 1 year old.
That's
Yup.
illegal, Chad.
Well, she looks like she's about his age, so sure, why not?
Yeah, but you can't be sure unless you've carded.
Well, I'm sure Ren can hack her some identification.
He's still screwed if they take him to court.
So now we get scenes with all the different people, all 9 of the people that we have the chance to go with. You know.
Except Seth, because he died.
Yeah, well, he was Dark
Oh,
Force, so
this
shut
is
up.
The thing where they go and say what they did after the movie's over.
No, they don't actually mention what they're doing. We just see
I know,
scenes
but
of them.
This is the type of scenes it would be.
Yes. Yeah, we get to see comic book style scenes of what people are doing. And also, Raj is drinking in a bar.
That's not very priestly.
You
Piccolo got turned up.
He's drinking something pink.
Didn't say it was a
And there's
manly drink.
Kira, and she looks like she's being pious. And then androids.
Sailor Mercury actually looks like a
Sailor
priestess.
Mercury started translating for.
Oh my god.
And Rune's just kind of there.
And now
I'm not
the
sure.
robots have each other.
I don't even know how Rune got to Motavia in the first
That was
place.
her saying rub-a-dub-dub, thanks for the grub.
And then we get to see Chaz and Rika in plain clothes for once.
Well, that's kind of neat.
They're taking a vacation. And then he banged her.
The end.
And then the music starts playing, which you guys can't hear because you've got the sound down. And then credits roll. Because that's what credits
Hooray.
do. Credits roll. They're round like that.
Yay.
And we get to see Rykros in the background there. It's a tiny planet. It's smaller than the others. Really, its map is tiny in comparison to either of the other 2 planets. Whereas Dizalis is a long planet. It's wider in one direction than the other.
Maybe they were just bad at drawing circles.
And Motavia is just really big. But the thing is, Motavia is donut-shaped. Because if you go north, if you keep going north, you'll wind up going around to the south end of the map. Whereas if you keep going east, you'll wind up on the west side of the map. So, yeah, like I said, it's a donut. Or toroidal, if you want to go that far.
A
But-
Taurus.
But seriously, a donut. Raja would
Homer's
probably eat
favorite
Motavia
planet.
if he could. Whereas technically Dizalis is the same way, except you can't actually go north or south on that map because there are mountains. So it kind of gives you the illusion that it's a normal planet.
I punched the microphone.
Please don't get that.
Why?
What did the microphone ever do to
It
you?
was an accident. I didn't mean to.
Send that microphone to a domestic violence shelter.
Would you like to press charges, microphone?
The microphone won't be saying anything ever again.
So either you smashed its jaw in, or you hit it in a way that its vocal cords have decided to snap.
It's a microphone. It doesn't have it.
That's
Shows what you know. Well, we're almost done with the credits. We've gotten to the special thanks. Those always come wait, why is direction after special thanks? Oh wait, there's the thank you for playing.
Thank you for playing. Something Japanese developers always remember to put in their games. But
And what do they always... What's the last scene always say? What's the word? When you get to that... Huh?
Finn.
And
Dear
Maybe it is.
Force!
Tyty wins.
The end of every game it says presented by Sega.
It says Finn.
and
And there's the statue of Alice and her little cat. Okay, game over.
See you nerds.
And of course, Hisame missed all.